This is the Caterham 7 420R mod and Avinesto Racetrack, a combination that goes together like a cup of tea and a good rich tea biscuit. Of course, we had to race it here with subscribers. Make sure you subscribe so you can join us next time we live stream and race. But in this video, I'm going to take you through why this is such a superb car-track combo and why you have to give this Caterham mod a go. It will blow your brains, especially if you've got a VR headset, which is obviously the best way to play all driving simulators. So before I go into the track and explain what insanity this is with council estate street lighting on it, let's first talk about this car. The Caterham 420R, linked in the description. You wouldn't download a car. Oh, actually you do every day now. Now, I'm not going to bore you with facts about the engine and the history of this vehicle and all that stuff. Who cares? That's the real car. But I am going to tell you what it's like to actually drive, in this case, in the simulator. And what I would say, conceptually, think of it as if you took a Skip Barber or something like that and then made it mega souped up and a lot more nimble and a lot more responsive on the throttle. It's like you take the best aspects of a standard road car but then package it so it's light, responsive, doesn't take up a huge amount of track, so you get the best of kind of almost a Formula experience but with a road car. Absolutely phenomenal. What you'll find with this vehicle is that you really have to be astute and attuned to how you're leaning into the corners, how you're leaning onto the tyres, and how you're driving the throttle and working with the weight of the vehicle and the dynamics of the vehicle, which is what makes it so fun to drive. Initially, if you're a bit of a noob with it and you go into corners too fast or you don't load things up correctly, you will find it quite an understeery car. But once you understand how to feel the force feedback in AC and how to work with the vehicle, you will see that it's actually balanced to perfection. And in fact, the nature of it to sort of understeer when you drive it incorrectly makes it a really accessible and easy car to drive, a forgiving car to drive initially, without it though being stale when you actually understand how to drive it. And getting it in that state of neutral steer, pause, and getting the performance out of it is super satisfying. Even when you're a more experienced sim racer and virtual driver, this car is still fun. Even if you normally like to drive F2004, Radical, GTE, or, you know, much faster cars, this car absolutely still delights. It has that raw precision to it that makes it engaging and entertaining regardless of your skill level. Noobs can enjoy it and pros can enjoy it. Bloody amazing. And I'm telling you, I'm completely addicted to the nature of this car in terms of getting it angled into the corner. We've got quite an aggressive setup that gives it as much oversteer as possible that's controllable, but getting it angled into the corner and then just balancing the throttle on the corner exit to get just the right amount of oversteer and hold it in that neutral steer whilst trying to actually do that on the apex and the racing line that you want. When you then take that nature of handling and the satisfaction of that throttle control and you put this car on a track like this, which is a totally bananas racetrack, it's like something from a Funhouse, or it's almost like a go-kart track that's a racetrack. When you take that with the undulations and everything, it really just makes sense, and you'll be like tickling that throttle pedal along with just slightly manipulating the steering to balance things. Mind-blowing. The degree to which this vehicle engages you as a driver, it's just on another level to other simulators. I can't think of another car in any other simulator that's as compelling as this from a raw driver's perspective. And you will find in AC, though you can take the biscuit a bit with larger slip angles, you will find if you do that, you're going to lose a lot of time. So you really do have to try and maintain the optimal grip with this and a small amount of slip that's productive for speed, as we absolutely punted him off the road there. That was terrible driving by me. Apologies. I'm going to go with the netcode excuse for that. Now, another thing worth noting with this car, as you can see, it's open top. and as a result, open top cars in VR, amazing for sense of speed and environment going around you in 3D, but crucially as well, it's got that nice characteristic of you being able to see the front wheels like you would with a Formula car, which really helps you then position the vehicle and apex with centimetre precision. And I think that's something that a lot of people on triple screens or single screens miss out on a bit, is that proprioception, or the sensation of being able to feel as well as see exactly where your wheels are, especially when you've got Formula cars, that you get with VR. Bloody, this is amazing. Also, engine sound, top notch. Cockpit graphics, top notch. Just get the car, guys. Get the car. Anybody and everybody should enjoy this vehicle. I'd say if you don't, you probably can't drive. I worry that the real Caterham 7 is as fun as this. I would love to drive one of these in real life. If the real Caterham is anything like this simulated version, bloody hell, I could totally see myself wasting too much money on doing that. I can't afford it, don't think about it. Stop thinking about it. Oh, it would be good though, wouldn't it? Needless to say, mod link in the description. There's two versions, R300, R420 that are in the pack. The R420 is faster. Just go with a faster car. Who needs a slow car? Download it, get it, go. Great. Now, information about the racetrack with the council estate street lighting on it. This is a Finnish racetrack in that you will finish in the wall, but it's also in Finland, and it's apparently quite a famous racetrack, but I'd never heard about it. One of our viewers, whilst we were live streaming, forced us to put it on the server. Apparently it hosts Nordic motorsport events and also was in a Top Gear episode, so you can watch Top Gear and see what they did there. I didn't see that, I missed that, so I don't know. Either way, the track model, really nice. It's a little bit bland around the edges. It's mostly trees and grass. I don't think that's a bad thing. The more trees and grass, the better. I love grass, and I love watching it whiz past me in cars like this. The road surface itself on this, though, really, really nice and detailed. Great, real kind of road feel to the road surface. Just really high quality track model where it counts. Now let me run through the lap here. Bit of a lap commentary. So T1, mega tricky. You kind of want to go a little bit deep, and this is quite a steep hill. And then you really, this is so fun with this car, you really balance in the throttle as you go over the crest, and you can take a wide line on the outside or the tight line. We kind of just took a messy line there, but you can have side-by-side through there, perfectly fine. Then you've got this uphill left-hander. Again, the actual line for these corners are a little bit ambiguous. This is an incredibly technical track. Over the crest here, you then have to watch out for the downhill braking, and that wall will welcome you if you don't watch out for it, followed by another really steep, tight, downhill left-hander, which I messed up and lost a lot of time on. The camber of the corners as well, and if you go too deep into them, will punish you, and you will lose a lot of time. So you really have to be absolutely on it, balancing that rear grip and apexing correctly. Bit of curbing there, hook it up, uphill right-hander and a bit of an uphill section here. I've seen people take wide lines there and tight lines, and both of them work well. This left-hander, again, wide and tight lines, both can work well, depending on how happy and confident you are balancing the grip of the car. And then we're back to going downhill again. It's not the longest of tracks, but it feels like you've gone on an epic adventure. The final corner, though, the right-hander here, is a nightmare, but really fun to try and get right. You want to get the car into it, but not understeer off on the outside. You really do have to sort of load the car up into it, because if it's already gone into a bit of understeer at the corner entry for that final corner, you will just keep understeering. So you've got to set things up. But when you actually hook the corners up, and when you've got a feel of this vehicle and you're actually teetering it on the limit of the tyre, absolutely incredible and super rewarding. Every single lap as well, you feel like, oh, I could do something a bit better. And of course, with Assetto Corsa 1 having such phenomenal physics for the handling at the limit, especially with this Caterham, but the force feedback as well, you can really feel in the force feedback where that grip is, if you're understeering, if you're oversteering, and to what degree, which you then use to actually refine your driving and be more precise. It's not hidden from you, it's all there in your hands. If you've got like a 5 Newton meter DD wheel or better, probably even worse than that, you should be able to feel exactly what this car's doing. Turn off filters, don't have it over the top, and you'll be able to drive this car largely from feel. Though in that case there, we wellied it too much, had to counter steer, did a bit of a drift, lost a lot of time, but it was really fun. And that's a point that's really worth making with this car. Even when you're making a total mess of it and you've overdone it and you're not really driving quickly or you've pushed it too hard, it's still really fun to slide this vehicle around and recover it and, you know, get some brown trouser moments under your belt, literally and figuratively, but without being in it. It's really good fun. But there you go, that's the end of that race. We got 2nd place. Thomas Smith won it. The other guy is in hospital because we drove into him. Absolutely incredible. Links are in the description of this video. If you want to race with us live and catch us live and see future videos, make sure you do subscribe and click the like button. But absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you guys like the recording here. We're trying to record VR as comfortably as possible. There's some black artifacting at the edges, and that's just because of the image stabilization, but I'm pretty happy with this. Interested to know what you guys think in the comments section. But until the next one, happy tea drinking, happy driving, take care, and goodbye.